ever wondered how you are going to open a can of baked beans, a can of Campbell soup, or even a can of tuna without the can opener? And have you ever wondered how the people in the older times dealt with this problem? Well, join me and my partner Yeashin as we discover the wonders behind this simple object called the can opener.
Now, before understanding more about can openers, we need to know first why they were even invented. Well, what are can openers without the existence of cans, am I right? The tin canister or can was invented in 1810 by a Londoner, Peter Durand. The year before, a French confectioner, Nicolas Appert, had introduced the brilliant method of canning food by sealing the food tightly inside a glass bottle or jar and then heating it. Well, thanks to them, we are now able to preserve food while keeping them fresh for a period of time. We can now pick up a can of food from the supermarket shelf and heat the food in it without even having a discounted taste. However, do you know that the can opener was invented only 48 years after the can existed? Back then, product labels would read, "Cut around on the top near the two outer edge with chisel and hammer." Sounds very troublesome, doesn't it? Let us witness the evolution of the product and how it came about. Seen that before the can opener was invented, people had to resort to using the hammer and chisel or even the screwdriver to access the food that was tightly packed in the can. However, times have changed and we no longer have to face the difficulties anymore.
Now with the can opener, opening cans seems so much simpler, doesn't it? But it only gets easier. That was the old can opener, but now we have a more convenient one. Therefore, you have seen how much such simple products can ease our lives and provide us convenience. We can shorten the time we take to open cans just with these simple tools. What I have here are the two most frequently used can openers we are all more familiar with. So who invented these products? This can opener here was an early design made in 1866 by J. Austin Howe. The newer version you see here, however, was invented by William Beeman back in 1870. This is the kind with the wheel that rolls and cuts around the rim of the can. The Star Can Company of San Francisco improved William Beeman's can opener in 1925 by adding a serrated edge to the wheel. Now that you've already gained quite a substantial amount of knowledge about why and how can openers came about, you are probably wondering in your head if there's even any other use of this simple tool here. I'm quite sure that many of us are only aware that the sole function of the can opener is to open cans only. However, many of us are oblivious to the other uses of this can opener itself. Me and my partner have discovered the one out of the many interesting ways to make use of this tool. Have you ever had difficulties ripping apart tight sealed plastic packagings to the extent that you make use of so much energy even when using the scissors? Well, not to worry, because all you need is a can opener.
learn something and start to appreciate this simple invention of our life?
Well, of course, Yeashin. My friends, it's time to appreciate the simple things in life. Can you imagine that without all the simple objects that you meet in your everyday life, if they weren't invented, there will be so much inconvenience, and without this simple tool, how are you going to open a can?
So, let's pick out a can opener and see what you can do with it.